Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, molweni, ndewo nosabona. So I'm back again, and we're back with episode 3. I have a guest, by the way, and my body is doing bim bim bim. I mean, my heart, like I'm actually like I don't know why, but like I'm just nervous. Anyways, today's topic is likes, comments, and flaws. But before I get into today's topic, regarding last week's topic or last episode's topic, where we spoke about actions and words and actions speaking louder than words and the whole argument, I wanted to say something. So regarding last topic, by the way, if he lost the ability to speak, would you still feel loved by his actions alone? And this is a meme I randomly just saw on my phone, and I was like, oh, I did not include this in the last episode, so I'm going to say it again. If he lost the ability to speak, would you still feel loved by his actions alone? You know how last episode was actions speak louder than words? And I was like, oh no, why do actions speak louder than words? Why can't your actions align with your words? Why must one be greater than the other? So this meme or this phrase I just read out is basically like a reflect on it. If you, for instance, were in a relationship with someone and for God forbid he got dumped tomorrow, would you feel loved alone by the things he does for you? Yeah. So back to today's topic, likes, comments, and flaws. I have a guest with me, guys. He's one of my favorite Twitter minds. Like I see his tweets all the time, and I'm like, this guy gets sense. So like, this guy they blow my brain. And like I've been watching him since like 2022, like he's like my secret crush on Twitter. Like I just cast myself, but it's okay, Sha, no problem, no problem. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say his name. Do you want me to say your name?
No, you're free. You can go.
Okay. His Twitter name. What's your Twitter name again? Say it by yourself.
First things first, I want to introduce myself. My name is Femi.
Gege.
Well, my name is Femi. You can call me.
No verse.
Why are you being dramatic right now?
No, don't verse. Sorry.
Okay, my name is Femi, but you can call me Femi. My Twitter account says Big Daddy Femi. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm not really a Twitter person that much. I just like to throw my opinions here and there and try to go with the trend. Sorry, rather. So it's quite how do I say right now? I think I feel very honored to be here with Nene.
Stop.
And I hope this enlightens you guys a little bit. So yeah.
Oh my god, stop. I'm like my eyes are actually tearing. Like I'm not even kidding. Anyways, thank you. So, like I said, likes, comments, and flaws. First things first, everybody should know what a like means. Everybody should know what a comment means. But I'm not sure everybody understands what is a flaw. Now, I'm going to read it from the dictionary. This is not from my brain. This is literally out of the dictionary. So, first of all, I'm going to read plural noun. What is a flaw? A mark, blemish, or other imperfection which mars a substance or object. Second definition, a fault or weakness in a person's character. Third definition, a mistake or shortcoming in a plan, theory, etc., which causes it to fail or reduces its effectiveness. Now, flaw as a verb. Mar, weaken, or invalidate something. So basically, from the 4 definitions I've put out there, we should understand what is a flaw.
I don't know. You said everything I wanted to say, to be fair. The dictionary said it all.
Flaw is literally something that's like you feel like it should not be there, or that it is a problem, that it is, like they said, makes something or someone feels less effective. That is what a flaw is. And reminder, today's episode is likes, comments, and flaws. So this episode, we're going to be discussing social media as a whole. Has it done more harm than good in the society? Has it done more good than harm? Which one has it done? So I asked a couple of my friends to, one thing about me is like I want to hear from other people as well. Like it's not just me, because I feel like at the end of the day, everybody's gonna listen to this and like different opinions whatsoever should be included. So my friend Coco, shout out to her by the way. I asked her, does she feel social media does more harm than good? And she responds and says, social media is a versatile tool and its impact can be both positive and negative. There are numerous advantages and disadvantages associated with social media usage, making its overall effect subjective. One advantage of social media is that it enables individuals to potentially earn a substantial income. Additionally, it serves as a valuable platform to raise awareness on various topics, including healthy living and legal matters that individuals may not be aware of. On the other hand, the drawbacks of social media can be life threatening. For example, exposing minors to illicit content and predators, which has unfortunately led to fatalities in some cases. Additionally, misinformation can spread rapidly on social media due to the lack of fact checking mechanisms. It is challenging to determine whether the advantages of social media outweigh its disadvantages. However, it is undeniable that social media has a significant impact on society. The specific aspects of social media that an individual engages with can shape their perspectives and behaviors, both consciously and unconsciously. And you see that part where she says both consciously and unconsciously. It was so needed. It really was needed because even me, myself, I'm not even going to, I'm talking from experience. I know for a fact that unconsciously, social media does actually, throw one or two things onto me. My second friend, Camilla, shout out to her as well, asked her the same question. Does social media do more harm than good, or does it do more good than harm? And she responds by saying, I don't think social media has done more harm than good. We must understand that with every good thing, there are flaws. That's why it evolves, because it strives for perfection and to eradicate those flaws, but the human element cannot remove those flaws. Let me read that again. I don't think social media has done more harm than good. We must understand that with every good thing, there are flaws. That's why it evolves, because it strives for perfection and to eradicate those flaws, but the human element cannot remove those flaws. Social media has been extremely successful in shining light on a whole lot of issues, going on make going on making us informed on the crisis of the world. Not just informed, but seeing it in its actuality. The only reason why social media's flaws seems to be prevalent is because there is little restriction from the parts of adults in their children and the government's need for excess control. There's a lot more, but this is just a brief summary. So I'm glad Camilla actually included flaws in her own definition of like social media doing more harm than good or it doing more good than harm. So over to you, Femi. Do you feel like social media has done more good than harm, or it has done more good than, you know?
Well, in my opinion, I don't think we can put a scale on how or what social media has done to people basically. Because at the end of the day, right, I could argue that it has done a lot of more good to me than to another person, right? Do you understand? And to another person, would be like, oh, it's done more harm to the person, right? Because
Mm,
I think it depends on how you use social media. Because I, for one, I don't really fancy posting pictures of myself on my socials, right? Because
I noticed, but
is that sarcastic or are you being serious?
I haven't did that.
I mean, I post like at least once in a month, at least my monthly dump and whatnot. But I don't really fancy pictures basically because it's not my kind of a thing, right? And then there's some people who take so much in pictures because they tend to seek validation from social media. So you're trying to tell me that that kind of a person right now would, if you're not getting what they want from the likes, the comments, the reposts, and every single thing, they'll feel less than other people, right? And then what they seem to forget is, for example, right now I make a picture and I take a picture and I post it, right? I get 10 likes, but what they seem to forget is if 10 people walk up to you today and tell you, "Hey, you're beautiful," do you know how you'd feel?
Do you see? I feel like everybody that knows me knows I'm not the posting type. Like my Twitter, I don't post. Like my Instagram, I don't post. I feel like a few years ago, the me of like 26, 17, 18 wanted to post all the time. But me now, I'm grown. I don't want to do that. But one thing I've noticed is people are so obsessed with likes, like you said.
Right.
People are getting 20 likes on their Instagram post and they're mad about it. But reason now, if you dey waka for road now, 20 people
Walk up to you.
you are fine girl. Hey, do you know that I'm not even exaggerating. My month has been made because
Right.
20 souls, Femi,
Literally walk up to
20.
you. So it's
20 people are looking at you at once. Like, you are fine. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it really doesn't. I mean, but social media does evolve. Like me, a few years back, I used to be so concerned with likes. Now me, if you like my picture, once 2 people tell me say I'm fine, I'm perfectly good.
that's all you
That's
need.
all I need to know because at least somebody thinks I'm attractive. Do you understand? At least
Right.
somebody sees something in me.
Right.
Basically,
I
what
guess so.
I'm gonna say on the social media, I feel like it's a 50-50.
Right.
It's not higher than the other because like you said, it has done a lot of good for people and at the same time it has done a lot of bad for people. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to put it down, it all boils down to 50-50. And why I'm going to say 50-50, because I always have to explain myself, is whether we like it or not, a lot of people are getting money off social media.
Right, I agree with you.
Like people, content creators, not even that, business owners are posting their businesses, their whatever, they're posting it on social media, they're getting customers, it's enriching their pockets, people are becoming aware. Like there's a lot of things, I'm not even gonna lie, there's a lot of things I would not have known if not for social media. There's so much put out there. I feel like the more you are exposed to social media, the more you get to know. But at the same time, not everybody's smart. Not everybody has common sense. So there are a lot of people out of social media and then it's just, rubbish going on. But it has done a lot of good in terms of educating people, networking. Like for instance, how did I meet you?
Social media, actually.
Did I meet you I don't meet you on the road and walk up to you and be like, oh, I like your shirt, so do you want to be on my podcast? I met you, I literally have been watching you throughout Twitter and okay. Twitter is a platform, it's a social media platform. So it all boils down to that. People have actually made their lovers on social media. People have changed their life, gotten gigs, gotten, whatever on social media. But at the end of the day, social media does break people down because there's a level of social media you will consume.
Right.
And like Coco said, you will not even be conscious of it. Unconsciously, it will just start like feeding into you. And it all comes down to the likes, comments, and flaws.
Well, then, what you said, right, about meeting people on social media, I think one of the things that social media has done to me that I really do not like is the fact that, I mean, before I became very involved with Twitter and whatnot, I literally used to walk up to women. Like I'll legit see back then in school, like, I was always very, very confident to walk up to women. I'll just see you on the road, walk up to you, compliment you, and get your number and whatnot. You feel me? But like as soon as I finished school, right, and like I did a lot of what's that word right now? Solitude. Basically, I was in solitude. I did not really talk to a lot of people physically. So I relied mostly on social media to meet women, right? So I think one of the disadvantages that social media did to me was the fact that now that I go out more often, yeah, I find it really difficult to even walk up to people and talk to them. And it's not even because I can't, basically. It's because I'm always trying to, what's our socials? What's our Instagram? What's our Twitter? Let me go DM her directly, right? You understand?
You're basically saying it has sort of like ruined your ability to like interact with people? Is that what you're saying?
Not interact per se, because if you walk up to me, I'll legit talk to you. I'll create a conversation with you. I think it's just that initial walking up to somebody, right?
No
Like
day your
it's
body.
you know, they're my body anymore. And I think it's a general thing because if you ask a random woman, sorry, how many times has a guy walked up to you like in a month? If you've actually figured out that it has reduced over time, right? Because people are always looking for what's a social media account. Let me try
Yes.
DMing her, that type of thing. Yeah, I think it basically is about rejection. Nobody wants to get rejected face to face, right?
Yeah,
So
it's always better on text because like
right, you can just delete it and then forget about it. But
I
yeah,
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel
and
you.
also I think I've most of the relationships I've had, I met them off social media as well. Most of my girlfriends.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah, it's quite intriguing though, because funny enough, yeah, I don't want to digress too far, but since we already talked about relationships, yeah. Fun fact: I do not like long distance relationships, but I find myself always going into them because of social media. Because fact is, most of the good girls are always far away from me, and it's annoying. If you're far away from me right now and I like you, got to punish you.
I beg. I can't relate because everybody I've dated is
Now
I
you're
met
lucky.
I met them. It's like
You're lucky.
you know.
I wish we could switch lives right now.
I beg, but like I understand what you're saying. The whole, and like I was saying, the fact that okay, people are so worried about like okay, likes and comments. There's one thing I need to point out, and this also applies to me, is the beauty standard.
Hmm.
There are so many. See, yeah, nothing has set more standards on this planet than social media. I'm not even talking about beauty standards. Leave beauty standards alone. Standards when it comes to relationships, standards when it comes to finances, standards when
Right.
it comes to religion, standards when it comes to family. They are just like standards for everything. And social media has literally risen everything up to like 101 degrees and
Well, basically, it should be 101 to be honest. But I think it's how the social media has made it unrealistic, basically, because you cannot expect. Okay, I'm going to. This is a topic that I don't like talking about, but I'm gonna talk about it, right? But then you cannot. What social media has done is you look at people like Nicki Minaj, people like Rihanna, right? And like you see what they're enjoying, like the kind of parties they're going to, the kind of socials they're having, the social life they're having generally, right? And then what you're trying to do is a typical person who is not up to that, uh, what's that, who doesn't live that kind of lifestyle right now,
mm,
tries to compare herself to them, right? So what that's doing is it's making you feel like you deserve what they're getting. I'm not trying to say that you don't deserve it, but I'm trying to say be realistic about it, right? The kind of people you're going to attract are not the kind of people that they are going to attract. The kind of money it's going to be spent on them is not what you're going to spend on you. So you cannot expect to be getting the finest things of life when you're not living the finest life yourself. Do you understand?
I understand what you're saying.
So it's
I really understand where you're coming from. The whole standard thing, and that word realistic is a very strong word, and it's something like in my everyday life, I just try to have it at back of my brain. You have to be
realistic,
realistic. You
right?
just have to be realistic. And one thing that bothers me, and I'm saying this because of myself, is the women. One thing is, if let's be honest, beauty standards do not affect men as much as they
That's a
affect
lie.
women.
That's a lie.
Wait, me I talk my own. You get my wait.
I just wanted to
Wait.
say I disagree with you, but okay,
Wait.
you can keep going.
Beauty standards do not affect men as much as they affect women. I'm not saying it does not affect men. No. Normally, men want to look. You understand. But then, like, I feel like it hits women more. And the thing, like, social media, the trends. And one thing is, we are always trying to keep up with trends. This is the era of the BBL. The BBL is actually coming to an end. Let's leave that
Right?
aside. It is
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, it is.
Now
It
everybody
is.
wants a natural body.
Right? Yeah.
They leave BBL. Before there were BBLs, we had people like Paris Hilton. We had the slim body, like, God forgive. If you are slim, please, you are not. I'm just giving an example. But like, the ruler people, the rulers, at some point, being fat was like the new trend. And now BBL, with the whole Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian thing. And it is so bad, it is like, it is literally so bad. Everybody is doing it. It's so like me. I'm like, I could be scrolling Instagram now. You will see 10 girls. 7 out of the 10 girls you're gonna see have a figure eight. It figure eight has been, what's the word? It has been it has been brutalized. Like me, I'm naturally slim thick, but at this point I don't even want to be slim thick anymore, because like I feel like everybody's looking like me. I don't want, so like, oh my god, the natural ones are not even getting, do you understand? Like, it's now the people that have done, like, there's so many ways in enhancing your body. There's BBLs, there's liposuctions, there's vacuums, there's that gastric thing, there's body molding. You would take enhancement. Like, if you don't want to go, like, there are different things for it. And it's so bad because everybody's starting to look the same. There's no individuality. Everybody's wants lip fillers. Everybody wants this. Everybody just wants. And you know, the thing is, I was once under this. I'm not even going to lie and say that, okay, have you not ever wanted to do your body? We're 2024. In 2021, I have really small boobs, by the way. So in 2021, I wanted bigger boobs so bad. I went to go buy something. You know, those body enhancement things. I bought it. They say it's breast oil. I've been waiting to talk. I said breast oil pro. I bought it too. I'm not even gonna lie. I was applying it. It was like, I was applying it, hoping, okay, time, it's gonna grow. With time, it's gonna grow. So now my boobs are still where they were. I stopped using it. Like, after 2 months, I didn't say, I was like, okay, maybe it's not for me. I just stopped using it. And the fact that we see these, like, the reason why I wanted my bigger boobs is because I saw this and I was not like happy with it. I saw it as a flaw, and I'm like, okay, this is something I looked down on, and like, I just wanted it to be bigger. I just felt like if it was bigger, it was gonna look, better. I was gonna look better because I felt it was a flaw. And the thing is, now I don't feel that way, but like, I feel like everybody that wants did their body or whatsoever, it's like really like rooted in low self-esteem. Like, in as much as you don't want to, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with low self-esteem. I feel like everybody at some point in their life has had that phase of low self-esteem. It's actually something that needs to be worked on. Like me, I've had low self-esteem for the longest. It's even now that I'm even posting myself, and I even have the mind to be doing a lot of things, because for the longest time I've just had low self-esteem. You're not good enough to be posted. You're not good enough to be posted. You need to go do this. You need to go do that. That is how I felt for such a long time. But like, now I'm like, I beg, I don't feel that way anymore. So like, I feel like the way social media has like put this beauty standards on us, and like, everybody feels like if they don't look a certain way, they don't fit in with the current standard, they're not an 8. Do you understand? They're not, they're not where they are in life. It's just a mess, and like, there's no sense of it. Like, there's no individuality. Everybody's looking the same. Everybody's acting the same. It's just like, I don't know. And we're gonna even leave beauty standards aside, because leave the standards aside. Relationship standards as well has been set so high that, oh my god, like, it's so bad. Like,
But then before you go to relationship standards, right? I want to talk about beauty standards that you talked about. Because 2 things. You said men don't really face the whole beauty standards pressure and whatnot as compared to women. I want to talk about that. And as well, I want to talk about the fact that I find the idea of a flaw very flawed. But the concepts, it's quite hilarious, because at the end of the day, right? Like you said, I don't want to use you as an example, but I just
no,
want
you
to
can use me
refer
as
to
an
you. Okay,
no,
yeah.
you can use me as an example. I want to be used.
What? That doesn't sound
No,
good.
no. I
Okay.
want to be used as an example.
Okay, fair enough. But then you talked about perky tits, right? And if you look at it in a very wide spectrum, you understand that there are many people who do not even like their tits is big, but they don't like the way their tits are, right? They want it smaller. People would find your flaw as a strength, right? So it's a question of how do you let that flaw define you? Because, for example, right now, growing up, I used to have acne. Like, I didn't really like my face that much, but it got to a point where I realized that didn't really stop me from being the fine man
You see,
that I
they get
am.
babes, Abby.
Right?
Babes, see,
Do
they
you
follow
understand?
you
So
now,
it wasn't at that point in time, it wasn't a flaw. It was more like something for me to just that I just had. That it didn't define me, it didn't speak, it didn't reduce my self-esteem, right? But it was just there. Do you understand? So I don't know. I just feel like flaw itself is flawed. I know that doesn't sound good, but the idea of a flaw.
No, like we
is flawed.
understand. Like you need to be open-minded to understand the
Right.
the phrase. I understand what you're
So
saying.
now, secondly, you talked about men not having the whole beauty standards BS and all of that. The truth is,
I did not say they don't have.
Okay, yeah,
I
as
said
compared to
women.
Fine. The truth is, the reason why you women have such unrealistic beauty standards is because you people are delusional. My goodness, women are delusional. I'm sorry, but women are delusional.
Misogynist?
Oh, I don't do that.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
So women are delusional. Now, the reason why I said is because now the problem is, I'm not trying to rate people, but let's say you are a 6, right? And as a 6, right, you want to date somebody who's like a 9 or a 10. Somebody who is an 8 wants to date somebody who is a 9 or a 10. Do you understand? Somebody who is a 7 wants to date somebody who's a 9 or a 10. Do you understand?
7 and 9?
There's a lot of difference. Now, what that is going to do to you is women themselves are now looking for a tiny substrata of men, right? A tiny subcategory of men who are 9s and 10s, who have everything figured out, who are rich, who are this, who are that, who are caring, who are loving, who are romantic, who are that. You have that tiny substrata of men, right? And then you, who is a 6, who is a 7, who is a 8, who is a 9, who is a 10. You're not going for that type of men. What that's going to do it to you is it's going to make you feel like you're not enough when you're not getting those type of men. Do you understand? So that is going to make you feel like you're not as beautiful as somebody else. Meanwhile, you are very beautiful. I'm about to say this right now. Listen to me right now. You are very beautiful. Right? You are beautiful, you are pretty, you are wonderful. But do not let your unrealistic standards deprive you of the happiness you deserve. Right? Just leave it the way. For men are I promise you, men are very realistic. I hit realism at a very young age.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to like hit it at a really young age.
Yes.
If you don't realize early, it's gonna suck for you.
It's gonna be very detrimental to you because you're gonna feel. When I was 19, when I was 19, I used to think, oh, when I'm 25, I'll probably have a car. I'll have my apartment. I'll do this. I'll do that.
It's
right?
Possible now.
And I'm very close to that age. I'm very close to that age right now.
Reached now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 25 in a year. So it's
what God cannot do does not exist.
Be realistic. I'm working 9 to 5, right? How do you expect me to make that amount of money to buy a car? A 2004 Corolla is 4.5 million naira. How is that? Tinubu, God will judge you. But then let's not go into politics.
Play the podcast, share to the whole house of Sony. I beg, if you listen,
maybe no track me come out so.
If you get Tinubu, your contact, I beg, share, give them.
but like I hit realism at a very young age, and I was able to understand that things might not go the way I want them to go. I might not pull the amount of people that I want to pull, right? But that doesn't make me any less wonderful than I am. It doesn't make me any less handsome than I am. It just means that I am not pulling them. It's what it is. It's literally what it is. True. You don't need to put unnecessary pressure or go far to change your body frame or change the way your body looks because you want to pull a certain amount of people. And you cannot tell me that you people are doing it for yourselves. Right, you're doing it for yourself. I agree with you. No. You're doing it for yourself to an extent. But the truth is, you are doing it because you want somebody who you are attracted to or who attracts you.
As a they're probably gonna. I'm not a pick me. Do you know what? First of all, because probably some women. Because one thing I hate is I hate people that don't think outside the box. They don't want to listen to another person's POV. You need to Some people are gonna call me pick me for what I'm about to say, but I don't care. Do you know what an actual pick me is? An actual pick me is a babe that literally anything a man says, she's gonna for instance now, me. A pick me is you want men to to see you so bad, you want men to, and I'm not about that. I'm literally just saying the truth. Actual pick me's are those babes. Cause I'm sorry, not all, but the ones that, they care so much about likes, they care so much about how their body is, blah, blah, the people that work on their body and all of that. Those are actual pick-me's. Me, I'm literally just going to say the truth now. The truth is, women do not work on their body for themselves. They do not. And do you know why I'm going to say it? Because you as a woman, you might not want to agree with this. That's fine because you do not understand the concept. But the thing is, if we lived in a world with no men, there were just women, it was just Eve on the planet. If we lived in a world with no men and we were just dating each other like lesbians, lesbianism, the whole concept, nobody will be touching their body. Waiting concern girl, concern breast and ash. No, like, are you like think about it? Like, I have lesbian friends. I've seen lesbian people. I've had lesbian people hit on me. It is nothing. It's whether you have ass or boobs, it's none of their business. It's none of their business. Like, it does not matter. Or as long as you're facially fine, they're good to go. If men did not exist, women would not care so much about their bodies. And that's fine. I'm not trying to judge you for, okay, you wanting to be attractive to a man. But if he didn't, they did not date. That's the truth. And it all boils down to what the social media, what society has put out there for us, obviously. Because if men, like I said, if social media was not there, we would not know all these things.
Right.
We would not know what a BBL is. We go know.
We're not
You don't go know now because we would not know all these things. We would not know all these different things if social media was not there. So at the end of the day, we are not really gonna blame ourselves. We're gonna blame social media because we have let social media consume us. Like I said, social media has its ups, it has its downs, it has its good, it has its pros, it has its cons. Perfect. But and most, like Coco said, I'm always gonna refer to this. We let this thing hit us unconsciously. We might not even know, but some of the things we do is as a result of what we have seen or what we see on social media.
That's true.
Like, it's just that is just it.
But then I like to put this out there. The reason why a lot of people feel like they're not as beautiful enough basically is because, like I said already, you're going for a tiny percentage of men, right? But like also for me, I like my women petite, slim, thick. What you are, just be how you are, right? You understand? And it's not doesn't mean that.
Can you guys hear me flipping my hair? Like, that's literally what I am.
And then it doesn't mean that people who are not petite, people who are plus sized, are not beautiful as well. Like, you're beautiful how it is, but like I'm not just attracted to you. Do you understand? And now because you're not getting attention from the kind of men. For example, if a plus size woman wants me right now, yeah, and then I'm not giving her the attention she wants, she'll feel like she's not beautiful enough. Like she's not this, she's not that, right?
Men they really like plus size women. Like
they're men.
Just like there are men who like strictly, but there are still men that like
size.
There are men that actually, I'm not even joking. I've met men, they like fat women. Like,
I know that much.
It's like, ooh.
I have this friend of mine. I have to say his name, Anselm. That nigga cannot, bro. That nigga cannot do without people who are plus. If he sees a plus size woman, be like, Femi, drag my shirt, Femi, let's go and meet this woman. Because
that is perfectly okay.
Exactly, it's preference.
It's perfectly okay. Just because, like Femi said, just because you are not getting attention or, from the type of people you want does not make you any less of a person.
Right.
It doesn't. And that is honestly, I actually learned this, like, I think last year. And then now, the type of men I pull, I'm surprised. I'm like, eh? Like, there's this, let me tell you guys
You pull men? Are you serious?
They pull people grandpa, not be only men.
Do you want to pull me though?
No, you.
Did you just say ew?
I beg you, not be waiting with the talking.
Did she just say ew,
guys? Wait, let me tell you guys a quick story. So, wait. There's this wedding I went for what month are we in? September. September. Wedding I went for last month, and I went there. A friend of mine took me there. A friend of him, he's older. He's an old, like, he's a friend. He's old. He's married. Please, I'm not doing it. Please. I'm not my friend. I have just friends that are married. Okay. So we went for a wedding, and you know, it was a very high profile wedding. And I just wore a very simple dress. My clothes were out, just wore shoes. Like I had I wasn't even wearing a wig. I had like my braids and my edges, whatsoever. And you know, got like normally people will collect your number and all that, and you know, and I went there with my, so like I also collected numbers and all that. And there's this particular, there are men, Desha. This particular man that I don't even know till today. I keep questioning myself. Does this man really find me attractive? Like the type of money he has, you see. This thing is another social media thing. Like everything keeps falling back to the type of money he has. Like he's not even a show. Like you just know. You just like, I don't know, but like I don't want to say what he does for a living, and like he has like shareholders and like he's part of like he owns certain things, and like, and I'm like, this man look me, say like I like this babe. Like I'm like, wait, you don't see all this, and like you know where he lives. He lives like on the island where there's like, you know, like where he work, like the type of women he's gonna be seeing, and like, is it me he's really gonna like? Like I don't know, like because like the way he's so made, and like see, I'm just a common girl.
No, you're not. You're not. You're not the common girl. You're beautiful yourself, so it's what it is.
I'm just a common, and I'm like, I don't, like I said, social media has just put this thing out. Men that have money, if a man has money, he must go for these certain type of women. Do you understand?
Right? Yeah.
Like there was something my friend, she's not my friend, but some guy I talked to. Let me even say his name. His name is Bekez. Hi Bekez. I saw him yesterday actually, and he said something because me and my ex-boyfriend we're not together anymore, and this guy, like we were talking, and he was like, "Oh, he probably cheated on you." Me, if someone ever asked me if my babe cheated on me, I'll say I don't know, because I cannot say yes, I cannot say no. I'll just say I don't know. If you ask if it's your babe cheat, I'm just gonna say I don't know.
Why would you say I don't know?
Because if I say, why would I say no?
Why would you say yes? Why would you say no?
Why would I say yes? I can't say yes unless I see him, and if I see him, I cannot remain in that relationship.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
And then no, why would I say no? I would say no because now would them catch the thief? I can't say yes. I can't say no. I need to catch you or see you. There has to be something I saw for me to conclude if you're cheating or not. Because at the end of the day, you cannot accuse me for being a thief if you do not see me stealing. Even if somebody told you, somebody can say anything.
You're a thief, though. She stole my heart, guys, so she's a thief.
Can you please? My baby's listening to me. Stop this rubbish!
My apologies, sorry.
Stop! So like it all boils down to the, you know, the social media man that has like, and Bekes was telling me that Nene, your babe, your man, probably your ex-boyfriend probably cheated on you. I was like, why do you say so? He was like, person will come Lagos. Because my ex-boyfriend, he rarely comes to Lagos. He comes to Lagos once in a blue moon. He wasn't based in Lagos. He's based in Benin. And he says to me, person will come Lagos. You know, say how many BBL women they don't give away smash. And I'm like, and then he was like to me, you know, say your ex-boyfriend get money. And I'm like, and I'm here sitting thinking like, he might be right. He might be right. Because that is basically what they've put men. That is what social media has told us what men are. Once a man has money, he cannot be faithful. He said, you get money now, you expect him to stay with one woman. I don't understand. Like, does that even sound right? Okay, he has money. You expect him to stay with one woman. But there are still broke and poor men that are not staying with one woman. So why is it? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think it has anything to do with anybody's pocket. It just depends. It all boils down to you as a person at the end of the day.
Right.
You could be a wealthy millionaire and you don't even want to be, you know, you just want only one person. You don't even have strength for all of the other people. You don't have time, you don't have the emotional capacity to all cater to all those women. But like they made it that, as a man, if you have money, go for as many women as you want. Go for as many women as you want. And then it now sets us up because men have, social media told us, men have money, they should go for this amount of women. Women too. I say, okay. They've now accepted that, if like a man has money, he can do this, he can do that, he can get this, he can get that. Just like there's pretty privilege,
right?
There's also financial privilege for men. Do you understand? When they say, oh, you're a fine babe, you should get this, you should get that. Oh, you're a man with money. You deserve this, you deserve that, you deserve that babe and that babe and that babe. Do you understand? Like, everybody has literally put something, there's literally like a tag attached to everything because of the way social media has just carried out everything now. And like, I'm like, that's so not do for here. That's so. Like,
I mean, to point out one thing that I want to point out is one of the negatives of social media that I've noticed on Twitter is okay. So I believe in the word feminism, right? I like the fact that women are coming out these days to stand up for themselves, and I think it's a very beautiful thing. But it has to be said that um it's slowly some people are slowly taking it to a different direction that I do not like. And if people know me before now, I used to be very vocal about um extremists basically on Twitter. But like these days, I just let it be because at the end of the day, it's not like I see men are even doing anything that even makes you want to defend them. So men are very stupid. I don't know. I just have to say that out there. So that in turn basically it scares me because what that's going to do is if that becomes a norm, right? The new generation of women that are coming up, like the 13-year-olds, the 14-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, they're going to learn these things from social media. And then it's just going to keep a cycle of hate rolling and rolling around. You understand? So it's just going to keep spreading and spreading and spreading. I understand that, yeah, sometimes it's most of what men do, we deserve the hate we get, right? But I'm just trying to say that the amount of hate on social media is going to spread so far that's going to be very hard for us to end it when it gets that far to the point where it spreads to our generation, new generation to come. Sorry. Do you understand? So with that being said, I just feel like I'm not saying you should reduce the basically because at the end of the day, men are I really hope men can reduce what the amount of BS they do or eradicate it completely. But that in turn just points out the amount of negativity that social media is spreading right to the young generation, which I believe is going to affect them a whole lot. Do you understand? So a bunch of negatives, basically. Also cyberbullying too. I mean, I don't know if you saw this video of this particular babe, that something about Jessica Fashion Week.
The plus size babe.
The plus size girl,
Yes.
right? So she
has
was
a lot
open
of
to
mind to do that, and
Yeah.
I actually like the fact that she did that because she's actually right. Why are they only carrying? Why can't we have a mixed variety of plus size, slim, thicky?
Well,
Like, why?
well, true. I believe that her point was
Very
very
valid.
valid, but I don't like the way she communicated that. It felt like gaslighting at a point because
No, it was gaslighting.
right,
But she had a point.
right. So I mean, she passed the message across, but what that did was it opened her to a lot of cyberbullying, right? And I really hope that she's the kind of person who's like very strong headed, minded rather, because there's even this particular babe also that I don't know if you saw this one big bad Benz body band something like that.
No, I know Sabina.
Okay, she posted a video on Twitter, right? And like I don't know, I don't want to right the I don't think I want to go into
Okay,
that.
no, it's fine because we know you don't want to get dragged.
Right. I'm working on eggshells right now because
I understand.
You know, it's very easy. Right? It's very easy to be taken out of context.
Yeah, yes.
Do you understand?
Yes,
very easy.
People, one thing I've noticed, my podcast is all about me. You need to listen to understand. Don't just listen to react. Sometimes you need to listen to something 2 times, 3 times to understand the whole message that's supposed to be passed across. It's not just you listen once and then because me as a human being, there are some things that I have to listen to 2 or 3 times to understand it. Not everybody's Albert Einstein. Even Albert Einstein said, if I should say, well, exactly. So and like you said, you were talking about the younger generation, the 13, 14-year-olds. And the other day I saw a TikTok, I think a few days back, where this white lady was talking about how the younger generation of children are stupid. She was like, I'm sorry guys, but this younger generation, that our parents are so worried about us Gen Zs, but the people below us are stupid as fuck. Because a lot of them are most of them are not interested in school. I think people that are interested in school, that generation, like it ended with our generation. And as much as Gen Zs, they crazy, but I feel like a large number of us actually were very concerned about our education. But like this younger generation, nobody want book, everybody want do TikTok. Everybody want do Instagram influencer. Like, I mean, like I'm saying, like, it's not like it doesn't happen in our generation. It does, oh. We have TikTokers but like, at the same time, we are balancing it out and we're doing other things. But like this younger generation, the way it's looking, they're just all concerned about TikTok. Oh my lip gloss. Oh my god, I wanna be Kylie Jenner. Oh my god, like nobody's even nobody they don't even read books. Like they're not even doing what we were doing when we were kids. Like the tables have like turned crazy. And where did they learn all of this from?
Social media, basically. I mean, I used to have this cousin who was that guy's, I don't know. That guy's, you know, I'm a firm believer of restricting your children's phone usage basically when you're younger, because I mean when you're 13, when you're 12,
there are
when you're
certain
11,
things you are not supposed see.
Right?
See, the thing is, no matter, like, I'm gonna talk about sex. You know how our parents did not talk to us about sex whatsoever.
Yeah, because it was weird.
The thing is, even if you don't talk to your child about it, at some point your child is gonna find out.
Right, that's true.
That is, even if you like, stay away from men, stay away from them, your child is still gonna meet a man. Leave that aside. What I want to say now, sorry guys, I want to say now, because you just like triggered something. What I want to say now is the way this current younger generation is. A 9-year-old is knowing stuff that a 9-year-old is not supposed to be. Obviously, she's supposed to know those stuff, but not at that age. And this is not a matter of, oh, she's a woke child. There's nothing being woke about. There's nothing being woke about knowing
things you're not supposed to know.
Things you're not supposed to know. That is not it. I don't want. There's other things I don't want to say. Like, why is a 8-year-old knowing about dildo and pegging? Like, are you okay? No, like it doesn't make sense. Like, let the 9-year-old. One thing I pray, because I want to have children. I want to be such a good mom. Even if I'm not saying I want to be a bad wife, but even if I fail to be a good wife, I shall not fail to be a good mother. But I want to be both, though. But if I had to choose one,
we get the message.
You get the message. But like, let my child do what 9-year-old is supposed to do. Just do it. I don't want my children to climb ladders. Share your stage 1, you climb all the way to stage 6. Like, what? Let your children be children. There's nothing cool about rushing to grow your child, because now when they're all grown, they're gonna be sitting there like, done this, done that, been there. So why are you living? What is there to do again when you've literally done everything? And if you understand what I'm saying, because social media is just making everybody just know this, know that. Like, let them still grow. Let them grow into these things. Let them like have the opportunity to learn. You can't just sprinkle everything on top of them. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, basically, I think there was this one time when a topic came up. I think it was a 13-year-old girl that had sex, I think. And then I don't know what's caused that whole uproar on Twitter, but I think what happened was what I said, or what I saw rather, was people were preaching about talking safe, or telling the 13-year-old about safe measures to have sex. And that was something that I did not even agree with at all.
Whether she's having safe sex or not, a 13-year-old should not be having sex. What is your whether wasn't that?
It's very
whether
crazy.
She's using condoms or whether she's using I don't care. A 13-year-old is not supposed to be having sex. You are not. That thing is not even supposed to be. It's not even supposed to be. You're not even supposed to be. What was I doing when I was 13? And it's not even a matter of what was I doing. Not everybody is me, but like, at the same time, it is wrong.
Right, I agree with
because you just became a teenager. You're still literally a child. You don't even know how to make decisions for yourself.
And then the argument was, which is better, them having, or the child getting pregnant, or getting STIs or STDs, or teaching them about how to use condoms.
What leads to STI and STDs? What leads to pregnancy? Sex. Where did picking just no near sex?
The point is, 13-year-olds should be taught abstinence, not even safe measures of having sexual intercourse. Complete abstinence. Tell them, okay, yeah, there's something called sex, but do not do it. It's not meant for you.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Please, don't do it.
When you are Maybe when you're 18, 19.
Yeah, when you're
can do
18,
it.
you
But,
can do it, but
at least
for a
then you
teen.
should have sense more.
So you know what that thing is going to do is, imagine somebody, an adult basically, someone who is learning things. You're 18 and then you're seeing those things on social media. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Tell your 13-year-olds how to do this, how to do that. Right? That's going to influence your ability to be a parent. So you're learning parenthood from the social media and learning the wrong things.
And then you're going to be questioning yourself. Oh,
right?
Maybe they're actually right. So you're seeing, you know how Twitter is. You're seeing quotes, and the majority is saying, at 13 you should be encouraging your child. You go come the reason and say,
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong? No, just, you understand? Because it's masses. Just like if you go out now, let's say me, I did something at home. My father goes out and tells his friends, they're in a group discussion. At the end of the day, no matter how we won't be, whatever his friends say is gonna influence what he's gonna do to me. Do you understand? If they tell him, leave her, she's just a girl, don't beat her, no beat her. Do you understand? The massive, he's actually going to calm down and going to be like, okay, this is what my friends feel, the majority. Do you understand? But say like that is why, you know, sometimes when you do something bad, your mom will go and tell her friend. That auntie, on Kosola will come and tell your mommy, your mom will not beat you, not be eating until you not be eating your mommy. We want to on Kosola cause all these things. Do you understand? So like it is just not even the younger people like us, and we don't even know these things. It's not, we don't do it consciously, we do it unconsciously. We
learn these things unconsciously.
We learn it all unconsciously. We are never aware. Most of the time we are not aware of it.
Right.
But and the thing is, if you have, I feel like the more open-minded your brain is, the more, like, one thing about social media is you need to be, it's like a game, you need to be able to use it, or else it's gonna use you. You just have to, because you don't, social media controls a lot of people. There are so many people that they cannot do anything. Once they see something on Twitter like this, say, boo your man, tell your man this, tell your man that, they will just carry it on their head. Because if there's one thing I've learned, you see all those people that used to come on, they say, 3 things to know if a man really likes you. I'm not even going to lie.
You used to watch this video?
2 years ago, I used to watch it. I used to watch it. But oh my God, 3 reasons why he's ghosting you. Number 1, he done cheated on you. Number 2, he done find out. Somebody cannot be going through a lot. I'm not making excuses. In some cases, these things are true, but it does not apply to everybody.
I agree with you.
It does not apply to everybody.
People
because I've seen these things. People like, so you actually have to, social media, actually, people that have a mind of their own have an upper advantage. Because at the end of the day, when they finish scrolling the internet, they know that there's a real world out there.
True.
They know that at the end of the day, I just kitty, like laugh here. You can go face your, like I said, after you laugh for social media, you go outside, you go not say likes and comments, no day the real world. Like, at the end of the day, that is just what it is. Like,
basically, I just feel like you just, as an individual on social media, you just need to know the difference between what is real and what is not real. It's okay to learn these things, but facts check things before you materialize them or you implement them into your life. Do you understand? I think also I like referring to Twitter because Twitter is a very, very funny place where you get to see lots of people's opinions about certain things. I think it was one of my mutuals that made one tweet one time like that, insulting men that ghost her. The whole mental health issues, right?
She know what you should do.
Right. And then I literally quoted this tweet. I was like, I could literally be going through the worst of the worst. Meanwhile, you're thinking that it's because I'm trying to ghost you. Do you understand? And I feel like because of the amount of things that is spread about men on social media, ghosting and whatnot, it has some way somehow made women feel like any man who's going through mental health issues is just probably like joking or something, just lying or something like that. You understand? And at the end, most of the times, guys, the world, I'm going to say this right now, yeah, I'm speaking for all the men. The world is beating us down enough. Being a man is not as easy as you think, right? So we do not want a woman to come and start doing the same thing to us, right? We just need someone who is a support system, basically, right? But for me, right, the reason why I've been single for like 3 years, the reason I've been single is because I realized that most of the girls that I've been talking to, right, they're not ready to give me that support system that I want. I'm a very, very traditional man in the sense that I believe that I'm supposed to be the one to provide and protect. Do you understand? If you want to provide as well, that's on you. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I don't have an issue with it. Do you understand? But I'm very, very traditional about that fact. And I believe that if I'm doing that, stressing myself, doing all the best I can do to make sure my wife and my kids are okay. I do not need somebody who's going to come home and then not believe in me and not reassure me or not even be a support system for me to feel like, okay, yes, I feel safe, I feel vulnerable around my person, right? So what social media is doing to you is it's filling your head with a lot of things that's making you live the humanity in you, making you live how life should be, and then making you have unrealistic expectations from men. Do you understand? So you're expecting something from them that they cannot they cannot even offer because they don't have it. Do you understand? So you're literally limiting I don't want to use the word limiting. You're literally putting a lot of pressure on them basically to be what they're not. Do you understand? So kind of yeah, social media has its cons basically, but it depends on how you use it. Personally, it depends on how you use it, depends on how you utilize it to you. For me, I think 2024, early 2024, January to March, I was making serious bands from Twitter, serious money. When I say serious, I mean serious money. Per 2 weeks, he used to pay. For 2 weeks, I used to get serious money every 2 weeks from Twitter, right? I don't know. I stopped payments because I stopped doing blue tick, all that verified thingy, because I was really tired. I was really stressed out with work and I could not keep up. But I made serious money from social media. Do you understand? And now, I mean, I'm working right now, so it's very difficult for me to pick up my phone and tweet opinions and whatnot and let opinions get the most of me. I don't do that anymore. Like, whatever I just want to say it, right? But I've used social media to my advantage. So I can see the positive side of it and I cannot see the negative side of it. But I'm not going to let the negative sides control my life. Exactly. Downplay.
Good, yes.
And
as much as the bad day, the good self day.
The good self day now. Normal.
The good self day.
Make money from social media, my dear. Utilize it.
That's TikTok, shall they make.
So you want to dance on TikTok as well?
Yeah.
I'd laugh at you. I promise.
As long as I'm making money, I don't care about all of that. So yeah. So guys, that's basically it. The whole social media thing, the pros, the cons, the disadvantages, the advantages, how people are making money off of it. TikTok pays you.
Like Madu. Like crazy.
I must move my podcast to TikTok.
Come on, please do it. Let's make money. Let's make
video
visual.
Like, please. Bro, like I'm not even kidding. YouTube now part of social media. Like this, like people are like, bro, people are
making cool money from social media. I don't know what you're doing.
Like, bro, no, forget about the people like jobs. You can also find jobs on the internet. Like I have like a 3-page list of like websites, jobs.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Put me on.
Sure, I'll send it to you. I'm not kidding, but I've not gone through everything. But then, yeah, basically, guys, we have come to the end of episode 3 of TRC, and I'm so happy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me, Baya Danki. Thank you, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed listening to this.
What does Baya Danki mean?
Baya Danki means thank you very much in Afrikaans, which is also Dutch.
Oh, okay.
Baya Danki.
Odabo, Odaro. Echo listening. But yeah, I'm quite honored to be here, to be honest. I really did enjoy this session. I hope you guys listen to the
pick one or two things. Even if you don't understand everything when we talk, at least one thing must enter. Right? Like, I'm not like at the end of the day, you might not agree with everything. You might not understand everything immediately, but it's gonna take time. And one thing I'm always gonna say is, please always, not even me, not with me only, but always listen to understand. If someone is telling you something, just like in school, if teacher is teaching you, don't understand, you just listen. Your mind, you're never gonna see the point of it. You're gonna be like, what's in this teacher? They talk. Meanwhile, it's you're not understanding. So guys, I hope everybody has a beautiful day, a beautiful morning, wherever you're listening from. Thank you so much, guys. And please continue sharing, continue listening. Share it to your friends, your family, your enemies. No concern me. Actually share it to your enemies, because your enemies are going to be so concerned. Once you send them, they're like, how waiting be this? They go rush, go click them. You understand? I'm not even joking, So like, right. Please, guys, Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so very much, everybody. I'm gonna see you guys again next time on our next episode. Mwah!
Love you guys. It's your homeboy, Big Daddy Femi.
Who's your homeboy? I better come up for you.